Hello, everybody. DriveBYE here, and today I'm happy to introduce you to Lisa for Truth. If you haven't already seen her channel and what she does, I love what she does on there. Well, basically, you got to tell me a little bit about yourself, Lisa. What made you kind of start doing what you're doing,
Sure.
making videos? That is.
Well, before we went live, we were talking about it, and I used to go on Kent Hogan's channel, hoping I could help those people in there.
That'll get you started, I guess.
Yes, yes, and a lot of people kept asking me the same questions over and over and over again. So I decided, why don't I just make a channel and I'll make videos about it, and when people ask me, I'll just say, go watch my videos. And what kind of got me started. And then I was thinking, well, that's probably a little bit too ambitious to get the fundies. So I just make videos for whoever wants to see my videos.
um, yeah, well, you started on the basically the history of religion from like what are the Triocene way back when? Where was it?
Yeah, it was basically the Pleistocene, I think.
Pleistocene. Okay. Whenever we started burying people, I think right. That's kind of where we figure that religion kind of started. Is That's where our evidence comes from the archaeology, I suppose.
Uh,
Not the
that
archaeology, but
because we don't have written records back
yeah,
then, obviously.
yeah, we got it. Yeah, got to put a puzzle together. CSI.
Exactly. But then you have to realize that you have this of, okay, are they burying people because they think there's an afterlife, or are they just burying people for safety reasons? Because you have animals and whatnot, and people back then, they didn't have houses and all that stuff they could get to, so they might have been burying. Sorry about that, my dad's here right now. um uh
That's okay.
so you have this thing. Well, are they burying people out of respect, or are they burying people to keep the animals away?
Yeah, yeah, you get that's questions you got to ask for sure.
So the what archaeologists have found is that we can infer religion when we start seeing grave goods.
Okay.
That's when we can safely start assuming religion. And that was, way back long.
Like like just jewelry and stuff like when was jewelry kind of started to be found? What time period was that at?
Oh, goodness. It would probably be about the same time as the grave goods showed up.
Yeah.
You would have like things that were used in life. So they would have like bowls and maybe a spoon or something, and
Yeah.
a little bit of grass for the afterlife or something like that. And then when you get into like way pushing forward, when you get to places like the pharaohs and stuff, they have these awesome tombs that are just laden with gold and chariots and boats and whatnot. So, and that goes all the way back to the beginning of religion, where our ancestors need this to get through the afterlife.
Oh, by the way, Alan Geisdorf says, "Hi, Lisa. I'm kicked back just listening."
Thank you.
And spooky bed hairs in the chat too.
Oh, hey, Spooky. So, but yeah, And then there's psychology, and I started doing a human origins. I was only going to do one, and then I found out it's a bit ambitious for one show. So let's make it a series.
I could call it Brandolini's Law. You'll have to Google that yourself.
Right. So, are there any questions in the chat for me?
I don't see any questions yet. No questions.
One there?
I was trying to. When do you guys like tweet this out for me? Because I can't find my freaking page to tweet the crap out. Oh well. Anyway, no, I forgot what I was going to ask you. No, after Ken Hovind, then was because I've seen you lately. I've seen you in comments in a lot of different live streams or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I love the live streams because sometimes I get my if
I remember
comment
now.
is really badass, I get it right on here, especially on Sci Strike's channel.
Okay, no, I was gonna. Are you familiar with Jonathan Haidt?
I have read like one of his papers.
Okay.
I will
Yeah,
be reading more probably.
I was wondering more about because where I get lost with the science on there, and I know there's a threshold where there's a soft science, and where psychology kind of can tip on that a little bit. Some people can easily take it into it's thoughts, I guess, but
Right.
just seems like some people can take it that way, and it's hard to tell what's poisoning the well or the poisoning the data sample or whatever. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Well,
But no, Jonathan Haidt. If you're not familiar with him, I'm not gonna talk about him. But
that's where fMRI really helps, functional MRI. It's basically they give you a radioactive tracer before you go in the MRI machine, and then they give you different tasks to do while you're in the MRI machine, and the radioactive tracer will go to wherever the blood's going, and that'll show you where the what's processing what. Does that make sense?
yeah, it does. You know what? Alan had a question. Alan did have a question here. Have you read any Sumerian writings?
No, I have not.
Well, that was easy.
But I was on Digital Hammurabi's channel where they were reading the Epic of Gilgamesh. But I think that's not Sumerian, I don't think.
Epic of Gilgamesh. That might. Jeez, you got me. That's I want to say Babylon. No. Epic of Gilgamesh. Yeah, I can't remember either. It might be Sumerian.
But it's the story that Noah's Ark was based on. I mean, it's like really, I mean, they just like almost copied it word for word.
Well, one thing that I see though, and I've always wondered about is like you can see animals how they communicate. They have a bit of communication, but how we developed into speaking a complex language to go distances is kind of amazing to me.
It has to do with our vocal cords. They either traveled up in our throat or went down in our throat. I can't remember which, but that one change was enough for us to develop language.
Yeah.
And that's what really I'm sorry, I'm changing the subject.
No.
That's what really gets me about the anti-evolutionists. They don't
Yeah.
get that, it's not a fox one day and a bear the next day.
Yeah, they think you get a fish and it all of a sudden comes out sprouting legs the second it hits air.
Right.
Yeah, it's not quite like that. I mean, well, people don't realize the time amount that there is. I mean, we're just a dot on the we're a dot in a 4 billion year scale. Okay.
Oh, yes. And even then, time is infinite. They're learning that now. Time is infinite. So even 4 billion years is not even a speck on the
Yeah,
time.
think of
It's just, it's like, wow,
the farthest we can see is 14 billion years, I think, into
13.8.
14
I'm
point.
sorry for,
Nice. Yeah.
it's close enough. 14 billion. Yeah.
When you get that far away, it's like, well, I'm never gonna go see it. I guess, at least I don't think I will. Maybe I will. I doubt
Right.
it. Someone deserved it. It would have been Stephen Hawking.
Yeah. Somebody made a video about Stephen Hawking when the the day after the dude died. The day after the dude died, somebody made a video and he was like laughing and
Yep.
dancing about Stephen Hawking burning in hell. And
I know the video you're talking about. You're talking about that he was a security guard or whatever, and he was just kind of just sat there laughing about him burning in hell. And I was like, wow, dude, that's fire brimstone kind of religious people just drive me freaking.
yeah, it's just and for people who don't know, yeah, I am agnostic. So
Agnostic, okay.
gotten to the point where I call myself atheist yet.
Yeah, and no, I don't care what you call yourself. Just don't call me late for supper. That's all I gotta say.
And something else about, I'm harping on Kent Hovind, but he needs to be brought down. We need to be harping on Kent Hovind and Ken Ham and Steve Anderson and Matt Powell. All
That video Shannon and Paula Gia made was just hilarious. That premiere that they had, was that yesterday?
was that about the fudge?
What about Eric and the Eric, the son of what's his name, the preacher guy or whatever, the
Yeah,
criminal.
yeah, Kent Hovind. Yeah, and then Aaron, he's like, well, if you're gonna call me um Mr. Nelson, I'm gonna call you 0005 2017. And Kent comes back and, well, if you're gonna call me that, I'm gonna call you Larry. And his name wasn't ever Larry, it was Lars, I believe.
Yeah.
So Kent is just, I try to be very respectful on my channel because I want the Christians to come and I want the Christians to learn about this stuff. So I'm very respectful on my channel. But
Yeah.
I get my frustration out on other channels. And it just, yeah. But it bothers me to no end that there are people like Kent Hovind who are lying and they know they are lying and they just won't admit it ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Ken Hammond I would say if there's any two people that have some sort of ulterior motive or their modus operandi is, to be a bit nefarious, I think that is what we got.
Yeah,
they
probably.
they can't, you can't be that ignorant without having some sort of an agenda.
Oh, of
I mean,
course. And, R and Roz corrected Kent. King Crocoduck has corrected Kent. I mean, there are many people who've corrected him that by now he is willfully lying. He's not even ignorant. He knows this stuff. He's just lying out his ass.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, it makes Ken Ham a lot of money. Yeah, got him rich.
Yeah, it bugs me about Kentucky. Um, I mean, they broke the Constitution, is what it comes down to. They broke
Yeah,
the Constitution. It's supposed
yeah,
to be separation of church and state. And then, and Kentucky giving him that tax break broke the separation of church and state. That's all there is to it. I feel sorry for the people of Williamstown, but the politicians got them into it.
yeah. Snuffy, Woofy Kiss, how you doing, man?
Hi, Snuffy. So let's see. So that was what made me start my channel. Was I was getting a lot of, well, what was the first religion? Well, the first religion was shamanism, which isn't exactly a religion. It's more of a type.
Oh, okay.
But, and then just kept on going from there. And I started a new series called Religion and Identity. I don't know whether you've seen the introduction to that yet or not.
Holy crap! I have a wrench, says Snuffy. That's what I was kind of looking at that.
Go,
See
Snuff.
if I can get. Go ahead, Mrs. Snarky.
Hi, Mrs. Snarky.
He says we're listening. I'm trying to get the chat up for you somehow here if I can. I'll have to share my screen for you. I almost was able to use a mini cam or whatever. I was going to try and do something different, but I had to throw the black sheet up over the green screen.
Oh, okay.
I failed. I failed miserably. No, not really. I'll get it.
I'm very
But
new at this, folks. Your comments aren't coming to me. Tim's having to get your comments and tell them to me, and so he's now trying to share the screen so I can see the comments.
yeah, trying anyway. I forgot how. I haven't actually done a live stream. Ran one for a while.
I haven't done one.
Well, you should start doing them. And that's the one. Share. And can you see it now?
Yes, I see the chat now.
Okay. Then we'll present.
Okay.
I think the chat will stay up. So
good. Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
So does anybody have any questions for me? And remember, once I get up to 250 subscribers, I will do an Ask Me Anything. So
we gotta push for and get subscribers for you. Then. Well, you got 140 now, right?
145.
145. Awesome.
I got two more today.
It's another thing I was trying to do and try and get your link in the freaking description, but I'm so out of it. Sorry. Yeah, you got to go to. I'll leave a link in there. Somebody will leave a link in the chat there, I'm guessing, and I will leave one in the description when I get that far. And
hi, Snuffy. Thank you for that compliment.
Did I see you commenting in? Adam Friended's chat site one time in one of his
Which one?
videos. Adam Friended.
Uh,
I think I saw you in the in a chat on one of them. I can't remember, or in the comment section.
if so, he's not one I go to very often.
Yeah, he's off on that Jordan Peterson tangent or whatever. He's like worships him.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
Jordan Peterson.
yeah, I don't know. I think he does it for the hits or whatever more than anything. That's all he's out for.
Well,
He's
that
out
could,
to make money.
right, exactly. This is an atheist channel. There's no such thing as holy crap.
Holy crap.
We get you, Alan.
What was your line of thinking that led you down this track? As asked by Alan. And were you always on the agnostic side, or were you like a strong
Oh,
fundamentalist?
no. I used to be a YEC fundie, which is,
Okay,
I
okay.
cannot stand people like Kent
Interesting.
Hovind.
So yeah, yeah. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I guess I just never grew up. See, I never grew up with that kind of people teaching me that. I kind of learned what what science is, I guess.
Yeah.
but
Their
but it,
their their idea of science is the world is 6,000 years old and everybody's lying. All the scientists are lying. And, we have flood geology and all that. Speaking of flood geology, do you know who Andrew Snelling is?
I've heard the name. Is he
He's
with
the
the
geologist on AIG.
AIG? I was gonna say, is he with the AIG?
Yeah.
There's another oof. Oofta.
He actually he actually publishes in secular journals, and he
Okay.
totally refutes what he says in the Christian journals.
Yeah, I know. I think I read that somewhere where he did that. But it's yeah, I lost my train of thought now. I was gonna get to thinking because I haven't really thought about those guys for a while because I don't know.
All right, Snuffy. I was raised as a YEC fundie.
What was that?
Snuffy Wuffy Kiss asked me
Ah,
my religious background, so I was just saying I was raised a YEC fundie. Um,
which denomination would that be?
um, independent fundamental Baptist. I think it's the
Eh,
old one.
Like Seventh Day Adventist kind of was sort of the starting of the creationism thing, wasn't it? Then it branched off into the Baptist or whatever. I'm not even sure.
I don't. I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
I
I
did a little
just
bit of
don't know.
research on
I don't really care all that much to go down that rabbit hole.
it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The thing is, they have to know that they're freaking telling lies. I honestly don't, and I get, yeah, it's alleged, but still, come on, seriously, you can't say things like that and not be giggling in the back room about counting your freaking cash. I mean,
Oh, I know. And, um, I don't even know how Kent Hovind got back to where he is after his prison stint because render unto Caesar.
yeah,
But then they've
there
got
you
an answer for that too. It was a conspiracy. The evolutionists con-
go.
conspired with the IRS to throw him in jail and yada
I
yada.
was gonna say here's what it is. It sums it all up as the sharpshooter's fallacy. They shoot a gun they shoot bullets all over the place, and they draw the bullseye right around the bullet holes, and that's how they do their thing, for lack of a better metaphor.
Right. So, like, I'm not saying there is no God. I'm just saying the Christian God not only doesn't exist, but cannot exist
No, he's logically impossible. He's absurd.
because of of two of the omnis, omnibenevolence and omnipotence. Those are contrary. If
Yeah,
he's omnipotent, there shouldn't be any evil or sadness or whatever in the world. Um, if he's omnibenevolent, there shouldn't be any of that. And if he's omnipotent, he should be able to erase all that or
he'd know what he did.
not have it. So you're not there anymore,
I mean, benevolent. Doesn't have the ability to do evil. That's kind of what that is. I mean, I can't think of what else it would mean. That's the extreme loving that you can possibly be, the most loving you can possibly be, right?
Right. And
All encompassing is omni. There we go.
and
All
then,
encompassing love.
then you have all of this killing. I mean, God kills people all the damn time in the Bible. Starting with Noah's flood. Well, starting before Noah's flood, but he committed genocide in Noah's flood.
Well, how about somebody with lean, whatever that disease is, or it's you're born and you actually start biting your own lip off or whatever when you start teething, and you can't help yourself and you get your teeth all yanked. It's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you create a being like that has to suffer what there's no omnibenevolence in there, if you ask me. Maybe somebody else
No.
has a different idea on what benevolence is, then I guess. But all right,
So,
I'm done ranting.
it's just ridiculous to think that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up to remember what that is called again, because that's just sad. But people have to go through it like that, and every time I think of when I have a bad day, I think of, well, that guy's got it way worse.
Right, exactly. And then
Yeah,
there's people like activists who have I forget what his condition's called. Arachnoiditis. I hear that's really hard because you're in pain like all the damn time.
yeah, yeah.
The Anunnaki DNA engineered us. Yes, Alan, they did. I'm just kidding. But
All right, you're happy, spooky.
that's actually a better theory than an omnibenevolent, omnipotent, omnipresent God.
Omni.
One day poof us into existence.
He's omni-fictional.
Exactly, omnifictional. I'm gonna start using that. Oh,
Not omnibenevolent. I know that. That one's ruled out. We can scratch that off the list. No omnibenevolence.
that
Because
is
there's too much pain
correct.
and suffering in this world.
That is correct. But I really don't know what the only thing the YECs have to complain about when we're talking about evolution. The only thing they have to complain about is the amount of time evolution takes. So from that perspective, yeah. But I mean, God could have created the um the spark of the Big Bang, the
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any evidence of anything till the whatever 10,000 power to the millisecond before or whatever, or before it's after
right.
the fact that the Big Bang happened. But
So, God could still have put that there, but evolution doesn't say anything about how everything got here. It just
That's all you can do is assert from there, unless you actually do come up with some actual evidence that shows what came before that. And if and there, I've heard plenty of different stories about what came before to know that they're all wrong.
probably,
Yeah,
and
there's quite a few different
we may
stories.
never know, but that's just
Yeah,
the mystery of life.
you're throwing a dart at a universe, trying to hit a star in the universe with a dart. It's, good luck.
Right.
I can't even fathom what that would be like trying to hit. Yeah, quite the random. I mean,
I started my channel to be very gracious and very respectful, and I don't use any cuss words on my channel. You're welcome to. Anybody who wants to comment on my channel is welcome to, but I don't, simply because I want Christians to
well, I had to
come.
start my channel because I was about to give Ray Comfort a swirly and egg his house every night. So
Yeah, and
William Lane Craig's another one that kind of yeah, funny guy.
yeah, the people who don't follow science, they have some really weird ideas. Like there was this guy on my channel. He says, "I can tell you where the origins of religion came from," and I'm like, "Okay, we're listening." He said, "Well, the first religion was monotheism." This is in a conversation. It's not like in a live stream or anything. Um, and then Cain killed his brother Abel, and so Cain became the first murderer. And I, it was weird. It was weirder than YEC weird. That's how it was. I don't know where people get this stuff from.
I, I projections from the foibles of our mind. I think that's I think that's what I'm gonna call Ken Ham.
I wish all you would come and take him back.
Yeah, I mean, it's about the money making, and that's what's pathetic about it. Look, Benny Hinn's another one that kind of torques my chain.
Yeah.
He's up there. Nobody's getting healed.
Oh,
Hey, GI, how you doing?
hey, Matt, how's it going? You got any questions for me?
Hey, you should come on here and do your ham impersonation. Instead of talking about Ken Ham.
Get Aaron Ron here so he can do his Kent impersonation. 00645217 or something like that. Anyway, yeah, it's just it bugs me because I was lied to, and I was lied to for the first 20 years of my life. And I'm sorry if you don't like what I'm about to say, but I was so fucking mad when I found out I had been lied to. And that's why I've got my channel up, because I don't want people to say, well, I was lied to and I didn't know the truth. When the truth of the matter is, you can go on YouTube and find it, and there are a lot of people who are better at it than I am. But I will tell you the truth, and the truth is, you're not special. I'm not special. Nobody's special. You know.
I'm special.
Well,
Just kidding.
in our own ways, we are special, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to the universe doesn't care about us.
Yeah, well, that's just it. I mean, and that's you know, we are you are kind of even if you're that's I suppose you're looking for meaning in life, and that's what yeah. See, I am totally unfamiliar with the feeling of being on that side of the fence. I've never I was born basically raised by atheists, so um
Mrs.
yeah,
Snarky, what is the meaning of your life, Lisa? I
I
know
get I get Alan's question.
it's a mundane question. Well, okay. So, what is the meaning of my life? You know, Snarky, I'm still trying to answer that question. I'm still kind of a newbie at this. You know, I can't say I have no purpose, but I'm still searching for my purpose, I guess, is the what I can honestly say. Does that answer your question, Snarky? What is the answer to life, the universe, everything?
I got the answer to this one. Yeah, no, I don't. No, no, it was just well, I thought I had it, but I forgot it already. I forgot it. I no, I had it. I had it. I knew it right there. Oh well. Okay. What is the answer to life and the universe and everything? I forgot it. That's the answer.
Gotcha. No, we forgot it. You know, I have a medical condition called
Screw me.
temporal lobe epilepsy, and
Yeah.
I'm like so gung ho about religion. I mean, even though I'm out of religion now, I still talk about religion. That's the main thrust of my channel. And temporal lobe epileptics, I did not know this until I started in psychology in college. Um, Temporal lobe epileptics tend to be very, very religious. And it's because we tend to have visions and we hear God. So yes, I have heard God and I have seen visions. And people may ask me, well, how can I now be an agnostic when I've had those experiences? And the answer is because I know my brain is tricking me.
Yeah. 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 I can see how somebody can believe that though. I mean, let's just say I took LSD at one point in my life, so I can kind of I know how much your mind can make you feel like you're not really in the universe anymore. Let's put it that way. Out of body
Right.
experience, sort of, I guess, and whatever you want to call it.
Uh,
Yeah, our brains
let
are
me
really
be
freaking.
let me be a shameless plug and plug my channel.
Oh, go right ahead. Let it
It's
all.
Lisa for Truth. And I just put a new video up about I don't know about 2 hours ago, something like that. The Psychology of Religion 3. Um, and so I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to do videos more than once a week. Thank you, Spooky Bedhair. So anyway, I'm trying to get out videos more than once a week, but like I said in one of my channel updates, I can't promise that I'll have videos up more than once a week, but I'm trying to. That's why they're a little shorter than they used to be.
All right, now everybody's got a wrench. Oh wow, I'm using a different mouse here, and if I tap it, see that it zooms in. I'm not used to that. It keeps doing that on me.
Oh, cool. So cool hearing God. Yeah, it is actually. But like I said, it's just my brain tricking me, so
Yeah,
it's You know,
What
there's
what what
nothing.
what made you come to that? Was there something that's kind of just you started reading about something or understanding neurology a little bit more, or the psychology,
No,
or
um,
what got you there?
when I got into my psychology courses, um, I graduated with my BS in psychology from the University of Alabama at Birmingham,
Okay.
and you had to have a lot of science, a lot of neuroscience, and so while I was there, I had a lot of projects that I had to do, and so I just, while I had access to the databases, I just decided I would research my condition, and that's how I found out that people with my condition are hyper religious
Ah.
and they see visions and they hear God. In fact, Ezekiel is thought to have been the first temporal lobe epileptic on.
Wow, interesting. I
Yeah,
never thought of it in them terms before.
Mohammed is thought to have been epileptic also.
I think they were all freaking hallucinating
Weird.
or on mushrooms or something or whatever. They're and why was it always the one guy that always he was the outcast of the village and he was on the edge of the village and he was the crazy guy that nobody talked to. Why was he the one that they always followed? I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, the one thing I tried to hide purple rhymes with orange. The one thing I try to hammer home to, any Christian is, if Jesus really walked around doing all the miracles they say he did, the Romans would not have crucified him. They would have taken that dude to be the emperor's physician. I mean, seriously, raising the dead? Hell yeah. What if you want to live forever? I don't, but I'm not an emperor.
We should be able to replace all our biological parts with machine parts. Keep our conscience intact. Hey, I'd do it. Why not? But there is a point though where it comes to that. I mean, if you're going to be something without the pain and whatever that we kind of have and growing old and all that, we really wouldn't be us. We'd just be a logic robot.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, who wants to live forever? I mean, one of these days, and days don't really exist in forever, but sooner or later you're going to run out of things to do, and then you're going to be bored for the rest of eternity, which goes on and on and on. And who wants that?
Hmm. Yeah, I know. um, well, especially if you get stuck with somebody you don't really like. I mean, can you imagine
Right.
living forever with? Oh, geez.
Since I have become agnostic, I have told some Christians, well, your God is a sadistic bastard, and if that's the kind of God that I'd be stuck with for an eternity, he can send me to hell only once. I don't mind.
Well, they project so much too, and it gets to you after a while. I can handle a lot of crap from people, but once in a while I will snap. But it's like, okay, it's enough. You're pretty much saying you're calling me a piece of shit. You know that, don't you? You know that's what you're calling me.
Right, right. And
They are.
we
They're
call them
condescending
pieces of
down
shit.
on
I try not to call pieces of shit. I try not to call people pieces of shit unless they really are, like Kent Hovind.
you. It takes quite a bit to get to that level for me. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the people who know they're lying, like the leaders
Yeah.
definitely know they're lying. There's no way they can't know they're lying.
Well, I mean, except for narcissistic personality disorder, that's about the only thing that I can think of that would explain it. Because then you try to lie to play the game, and you don't care. You don't care if anybody even knows you're playing the game.
Right, right. So, Purple, you said that notifications are bunk. I've got a new video out. I just put it out about 2 hours ago, maybe, of the Psychology of Religion 3, but finish watching this first and then go watch it.
I didn't even see it. Hey, Purple, how you doing? I didn't even see him in there until now.
So, any other questions?
Why?
Yes, Snarky, Ken Ham is a piece of shit. But I won't say that on my channel. Like I said, I want Christians to come, and they're not gonna come if I'm got a potty.
Billy Graham, and did he
Oh,
just
he
die?
died.
Billy Graham just died.
Yeah, he died. He was laid out in state. I'm like, what the fuck is Billy Graham doing being laid out in state?
I think he produced the Michelle Bachman from his freaking whatever that university, supposedly university that he had up there, Christian University, I think it was. Here in Minnesota. He's the. You remember Michelle Bachman, one of them? I don't know too many people that didn't remember her. She was extraordinarily naive, is a polite way of saying it.
Mrs. Snarky, don't cuss and shit. Snarky, I do it for you. Bachman was
Cray.
I'll tell you who's crazy, Snarky. Girl Defined is crazy.
Girl Defined, yeah. Yeah, they are. They are a little bit out there, aren't they?
They're like, was it Godless Iowan that found out they were Pentecostals? Was that Godless?
Yeah, he did. Oh no, that was Morgan and what's her name? Morgan and Paul.
Paul and Morgan, yeah. Oh,
Paul and Morgan and Paul. I don't know.
Girl Defined seems more like NIFB.
I was his first interview. Oh, yeah, it was.
Iowan. So yeah, you got to do more Paul and Morgan and Girl Defined, Godless Iowan. Oh God, I love you when you do that. I love you regardless. I like all. I really like when you get on to Girl Defined and Paul and Morgan.
They're the same thing. They're saying to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just I really can't wait for the likes of Kent Tobin to die. Some people
How many days till April
say
Fool's?
that I'm a piece of shit for that. I'm like, you see what he's doing to people, and then you call me a piece of shit for saying that.
But you gotta say it like Ken Hamwood. He beast. You're just a piece of shit.
Oh, Girl
I
Defined
know
is insane.
Nacha would be pissed at me right now for that one.
Girl,
Slaughtering the Aussie language.
They don't take any breaths between words. Yeah, I know, Snarky. I sometimes wonder if they're on some kind of a drug.
You're high on God. High on God. Praise the Lord.
And then there's this new one. Well, she may not be new, but one of the atheist YouTubers just found her, MMA Jenkins, I think is her name.
All right. Sounds
Have you
great
seen
already.
that one?
I haven't. I haven't
Uh,
seen it.
Godless, did you do that one? MMA Jenkins, or was it maybe Mr. Atheist? Yes, Purple, that overly chirpy girl. Yes, that one. Iowa, maybe you should go over to Chirpy MMA Jenkins sometime and see her, do a response to her.
MMA Jenkins. That name just makes me scared of what she is. I'm gonna have to search that right now.
Oh
MMA
man, she
Jenkins.
is so freaky. So freaky. She's like, I wake up singing, and I'm like, you wake up singing?
I,
Uh,
oh, I know who this is. Yeah. Mr. Atheist is one that does stuff on him, on her. Wow, she's like hyper religious. Is that what that's called? Like
yes,
you,
yes.
that's how you were.
Yeah, I was. I'm,
What exactly makes you
I'm
get
still
into that
trying to
state
get
then?
deprogrammed myself from religion,
Uh huh.
and I still do miss it sometimes.
Yeah. I can see that because you're totally changing what you. Yeah, I guess I can't experience it, but I can kind of understand it. I can. Yeah, because I can. If all of a sudden my world changed, it'd be like weird to me. But and that's why I do these little live streams. 'Cause I like to hear what people think about what made them change.
Right. So that's basically how I got my channel started. Was I just wanted to answer some people's questions, and instead of answering the same thing a million times, just do some videos and say, oh, you want an answer to this question? This is one of my videos that answers it for you.
Just have like seven icons on your phone, and you just tap which answer for each person because that's about all you need for them.
Right.
This video explained all. This video explained all. This video explained it all.
It's a lot more complicated than God done it.
Yeah. Therefore, God. Well, you see, because the Big Bang, you don't know what was before the Big Bang. Therefore, God.
Exactly.
There was
Exactly.
there was an earthquake. Therefore, God. The earthquake didn't happen. Therefore, God. The presuppositionalists are really, yeah, icky.
Well, back in the Bronze Age, it kind of made sense. In the Bronze Age and the Iron Age, Israel kind of fit into both of those, into the Bronze
Yeah,
and the Iron Age. And it kind of made sense back then because they didn't know about plate tectonics and stuff like that.
yeah.
But now that we do know about plate tectonics, I don't I don't know why people are like, oh, we're gonna believe this old book full of fairy tales from the Bronze and Iron Ages instead of science.
It was Satan. I saw him out in the desert yesterday. He had a whole bunch of fossils in his hands. He had fake fossils.
Oh yeah, that's another thing they do too. Um, it's like, well, we've got all these fossils because of the flood. Oh, okay. So the flood separated all of these fossils. Oh, but wait a minute. It's true. Then the the heaviest thing should be on the bottom and the lightest thing should be on the top, and that's not what we see.
I think even AIG has. I think AIG has a little plaque in front of their main lobby or whatever that says there are like 10 canned responses that you're supposed to give to to believers or non-believers. It's like okay,
Yeah, I know
Or the
all of
creation
those answers, Ken. I lived them. I was there for 20 years, so you don't need to give me an answer because I know them. There's
AIG.
an answer.
Answers in Genesis. Well, you're missing it by about 4 billion years.
Exactly. Exactly. And
You're
the
missing it.
65 other books of the Bible, or the Protestant Bible, at least.
Yeah. What is your plans for your next video, by the way?
Well, I just posted the Psychology of Religion 3. I'm working on some stuff. I would like to do sexual orientation next. That will be coming up, whether it's going to be my next video or the video after next. It will be coming up. As for whether or not I'm going to get it out to you in the next few days is another question. I may be doing something in the interim. For those of you just joining us, I'm trying to speed up my upload schedule so I can get more videos out to you guys. Yay!
You hear that, folks? Sexual orientation. You better go see it.
And I also plan on starting to do interviews with Bionic Dance. There are other people that I have in mind, but I don't want to say their names until we get something underway. But definitely with Bionic Dance.
Cool.
So anyway, so yeah, all that's coming up. And I will be starting a new series sometime soon about the individual religions. How did the individual religions get started? At least the individual religions that are still in practice.
Oh my God, her thumbnails alone. Yeah.
Are you on my channel?
No, I'm looking at all these MMA. All her thumbnails are like, she's got the, wow. She's like, wow.
Oh, MMA.
I'm
Oh,
not even gonna go there, man.
I do not know whether I could sit through a video of hers.
Whoa, that give me the chills. Wow. Yeah. Well, I had to look because Galazan said in the chat that she reminded me of him of a minister or something like that, or something. It was like, okay, let's see what this is about. And it's like, whoa. You had to deal with that in real life, GI?
Basically, it's a churchy way of saying so religious, it's creepy.
Uh,
That, yes, that's definitely her.
wow, man, that's
Definitely her.
crazy. There's a certain level of crazy I don't go near.
MMA Jenkins is probably that kind of crazy, Tim. Just
Well, as long as they're happy, I don't care. Just don't go near me, you know?
right, right. So, do you anybody in the chat any more questions for me?
Anybody? Anybody? Hey, Shane. No, Siri answered for that one.
Purple, are you talking
You know
say speed up
what you guys said?
making us look bad? Hey, Shane.
She's not the crazy that will kill you, but the type of crazy that would be smiling crazy at the end of your bed watching you sleep. Oh,
Talk about the crazy that'll kill you. Utah Outcast just did a video on someone who was actively hallucinating because he was a schizophrenic, actively hallucinating and put an 8-foot sword through his brother's head.
Yeah, I read a headline of that. I didn't really read the article though. Fun. Don't tell me he lived.
Ah,
Hey,
Shane, we're
Craig,
gonna
how you
have to go watch the rest of the video when we get done here, okay? You got any questions for me while I'm here?
Craig, you got any questions?
Speak now. Forever hold your peace. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
So,
See, it wasn't so bad.
Tim, do you have any more questions?
Do I?
Yes.
Um, Let me think here. Actually I got a lot of questions, but questions for you though. um, let me see. Uh, no, I can't really think of anything except my mind is going really blank right now. Must
Uh,
be
what
all
would
the excitement.
convince me that a god or such existed? Uh, I'm not a strong atheist. I am what they call a weak atheist. Uh, how about him standing right in front of me? That would make me believe in him.
That'll work. I wonder. Uh, I'm the opposite that way. I'm a super strong atheist. It's like there ain't no way. It's impossible. It's all just projections,
Mm,
and that's fine. I grew up with it, so I'm used to people doing
right,
it. And
right. Well, I say if there is a god, he or she. There could be a goddess too. Um, it's either going to be deistic, where they don't care about us. They just made the universe and let the universe take care of itself from there. Or they're more like Zeus, up on Mount Olympus having a grand old time and not even bothering with us people down here.
oh, now I remember my question. If you could take all the colors of the universe and blend them all together into one big amalgamation, what color would it end up being?
Black.
Well, I just want to know. Are you sure it's black? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I was just seeing if I could.
Black is the combination of all colors, and white is the absence of all colors.
Wouldn't it be gray then? Because it would be a mixture of all of them, black and white, right? So it'd
White
be somewhere.
is
But
the
what shade of
complete
gray?
absence of color. Complete absence of color is what white is.
Okay.
So if you took all the colors in the universe and blended them together, you would get black.
Spooky bed hair says white. So does Snuffy. White is all color. Black is no color. I think that might be right. Yeah, I think
Oh,
that.
I got it wrong then. Thank you very much, Snuffy. Thank you for correcting me. Now, see, that's the difference between us and the creationists. We're willing to say when we're wrong.
Okay, well, how about 3/4 of all the colors in the universe? Now, what colors are going to be? I bet you don't know that one, Snuffy. And Purple says, at best, I can only get as far as deism. There might have been a god that put the universe in motion, but hasn't been heard of since all the planets were formed. And yeah, he doesn't really leave a trace. So, grunge.
And Satan and God damn it, Satan is just tricking us because he put all the fossils in the right order that they would be if evolution actually happened.
Oh, that's funny. Grunge. Wow, that rhymes with orange. We found a word that rhymes with orange.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Well, I suppose if there's no more questions, Yahweh is both female. Oh yeah, you know what, Mrs. Snarky says Yahweh is both male and female, and I would agree with that. I bet it is. I mean, what else could it be?
Right.
Not omnibenevolent, though. No
Questions?
freaking way. No freaking way it could be omnibenevolent.
Not even close.
Nope. Omnifictional. At least from my worldview.
Right. Can anyone
Anyway.
in the Bible where Satan actually lied? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't think he did.
Even when he was with Jesus, he didn't lie. He just said, if you are the Son of God, do this.
Oh, Mrs. Snarky, now you're going to the roots of the word. You're getting too pedantic out there. Stop it.
Hey, Snarky, why don't you do that on your next show? That'd be a good show.
I'm going to, as soon as I get my stuff working on here, that Streamlabs, I'm going to do live reaction videos because I want to yell it. I want to yell it like Ken Ham live on his stuff.
You might yell at Matt Powell if you can keep it together that long.
I'd
plain stupid.
I'd have to go and egg his house. I'd have to go and egg Matt Paul's house.
Of course, Kent Hogan is just plain stupid too.
I wouldn't be able to control my urge to egg his house. So I'm going to avoid that one with Matt Paul.
Yes, Purple, there are a lot of places where God lied.
You ever smell a rotten egg? No, he's Grange. Yahweh is Grange, and he's male female. Grange, male female. Yeah.
So, yeah, so to recap, I grew up as a YEC fundie. And if you want to know about that, get me up to 250 subs and I'll give you an AMA. That's not against medical advice. That's ask me anything.
The totality of emanations. Well, if God is the totality of emanations, I don't know if I can agree or disagree with that. I have to look up emanations.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Especially if he's the totality of them.
So, once again, I do have a new video out, The Psychology of Religion 3. For those of you who've been watching my videos, if you've never watched a video of mine, please go check me out. Not in that way. It's better.
And well, I think I better get going here anyway because I have a couple things to do yet tonight. But
okay, well, thanks.
let me get a your channel here. There's a link to your channel in the chat for everybody. That's to Lisa's channel. And thank you all for showing up here. And I know I didn't tell too many jokes, but Godless Island was in the crowd and he made me nervous, so I couldn't concentrate. Anyway, thank you everybody, and thank you, Lisa. And
Thank you for having me on, Tim.
you bet, anytime.
Thank you, Fluffy. I just got a notification that you subscribed. So thank
Good
you.
night, everybody.
Good night.